Shalom, this is Ephraim Buchwald speaking to you the day after Tisha B'Av. And Tisha B'Av, the fast of the 9th of Av, is always a time of raw emotions and great emotions. And yesterday, I think, was even more poignant because of what's going on in the world. And it was very difficult not to identify with the turmoil in the world as we were reading the elegies from 2,000 years ago, marking the destruction of the two temples and the many terrible events that occurred on that day. The Crusades and the expulsion from Spain and many pogroms that took place on that particular day and many Jewish victims. My friend Fred Ehrman mentioned that he identified with the song, the Kina, Eli Tzion V'areha, mourn for Jerusalem and her cities like a woman in her birth pangs, and like a maiden wrapped in sackcloth for the husband of her youth. That he identified with the bride-to-be, the would-be bride-to-be of Hadar Golden, who was one of the Israeli soldiers who was killed in Gaza, who was supposed to get married right before Rosh Hashanah. And that identity is very, very strong. It's interesting that my identification during that period was reading about the terrible calamities that struck the Jews and how Jewish children were shattered to bits, their heads smashed on rocks, and very graphic descriptions. And it's interesting that I identified with the children of Gaza, with the Palestinian children of Gaza. And I guess it's because we Jews do not celebrate death. We celebrate life. And that includes the life of Palestinian children as well. I guess I felt like Golda Meir, who said after one of the wars, we can forgive you for killing our children, but we can never forgive you for turning our children into killers. The Jewish people need to defend themselves. There are obviously going to be victims, and very often innocent victims. But that doesn't mean it shouldn't pain us. May we soon see the redemption of all our people and all the people in the world, and that peace shall prevail around the globe.